Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I rise this morning to ask question number 118 of 2017, as it appears under my name in the order paper. And my question is to the Minister for Defence and National Security. The question is, as line minister responsible for police on the drugs issues affecting our country, what advantage or benefit does the police drug operations have on the taxpayers in this country?
Thank you. The Honourable Minister for Defence and National Security, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd like to thank the Honourable Leonard Member for his question. Madam Speaker, on Monday I made a statement on the crime in the country and the overall decrease in crime rate in the past 3 years. On drugs, Madam Speaker, there is an increase in drug-related offences by 37% during the past 3 years. This necessitated a police drug operation, the Operation Zaburaka, and was established for these reasons. Under this operation, there were more than 3,000 marijuana plants found and uprooted. 10 people were charged and produced before the courts. The benefits of police drug operation, Madam Speaker, on taxpayers include social and health implications, and we need to be mindful of the effects of drugs on the user and the community or society they live in. Also, Madam Speaker, for the dealer or cultivator, months and years is wasted in the event, and they are locked behind bars, their family loses a member, and as a nation, we lose a productive citizen. With this being said, I wish to draw attention to a quote by Benjamin Franklin. Madam Speaker, and I quote, "An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure." End of quote. Crime prevention, whether it's petty crimes or drugs-related ones, necessitates a whole of community approach. And I urge all of us to join with the police in this fight against crime. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Supplementary question, Honourable Sala Tirandranu.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you, Honourable Minister, for bringing this topic into this House. As we are aware, there's an increase in drug problems, particularly with our youth. And we applaud the work done by the police, particularly in the big drug haul in 2004, if I'm correct, regarding hard drugs like heroin, cocaine, and ice. So my question is to the Minister, if you could enlighten this House, if these hard drugs are also available in the streets, like marijuana, and if so, what is the police drug unit doing about it? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd like to thank the Honourable Member for that question. The hard drugs, yes, they are also, I'm told, being available on the streets, and the police are doing their best to bring in the sellers or those who are involved in selling of drugs in the streets. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honourable Nawakulu.
Including my own, people plant marijuana as a source of income. So could the Honourable Minister consider recommending to the government to legalize the commercial planting of marijuana?
This is it. This is the quality one.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The Honourable Member, we have a real problem in our province, the province of the Konrovi, especially in the Tunululoa Peninsula, where a lot of marijuana has been planted. I don't think I'd like to recommend to the government for the legalization of marijuana in Fiji. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Leader of Opposition. Thank you, Madam Speaker. My question to the Honourable Minister is, what types of rehabilitation programs are there in place for drug users and drug addicts? Thank you, Madam Speaker. Thank you, Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I think that is a new question. It might be better to be addressed to the Minister for Health or even the Minister for Social Welfare.
Thank
Thank you,
I now
Madam
give the floor to the Honorable Mbulitabu.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to ask the Honourable Minister in regards to Operation Dabrak. Probably he has given the benefit for taxpayers, but taxpayers also need answers in regards to, I think probably the Commissioner of Police today on the media to had reported in regards to officers, police officers conducting themselves in this kind of raids and the use of smartphones. What will the ministry do in order to, for taxpayers, that the rights of those who are caught or accused, arrested people are protected and they are not subject to police brutality in regards to raids under this Operation Dabrak?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I think the Honourable Member, I'm sure the Honourable Member has read in the media that the Commissioner of Police is working very hard in cleaning up this kind of acts, brutal acts by the police, and I thank the Commissioner of Police for doing that. We are aware of those brutal acts, and the police commissioner is doing his best to stop those kind of acts being conducted by or being done by the police force. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Rohit Rati.
Yes, thank you, Madam Speaker. Supplementary question. Whilst we hear the acknowledgement and for the efforts of the police in reducing or arresting drug planters, whether if the Minister can enlighten this House, the involvement of community leaders also should be acknowledged, or otherwise in terms of the drug plantation. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. In my statement on Monday, I made reference to Nduabata community policing. The police force is working together with the community in the area to also not only address the drug problem, but also the other types of crimes. And the police is working very closely with the community under the Nduabata community policing. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Parmachan.
Madam Speaker, supplementary question. I would like to know, when the drug is seized and it is taken by police, put into exhibit, when cases are finished, what are the procedures of disposing them? Can we confirm it does not go back into the streets of people, or is it really disposed?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I can confirm that those drugs don't go back to the streets. They are taken care of and they are destroyed. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Premchand.
A supplementary question.
Supplementary.
The police are doing their best to combat issue of drug abuse, and they have many challenges like transport, logistics, and what is the ministry doing to overcome these challenges or assist the police in their endeavors to combat crime?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to thank the Minister for Economy. Just recently, our police force have been given a number of vehicles, and that's a great help. I've just been touring the West last week, and the police officers are very grateful for the provision of additional vehicles for them to combat crime. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Dulaki.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Supplementary question to the Honourable Minister. What does the police or the ministry do to the proceeds of crime?
Thank you.
Items that have been confiscated from people arrested from planting drugs, their homes destroyed, and the things that are bought from marijuana money, presumed to be bought from marijuana money, confiscated by the police. Thank you.
Honourable Minister.
As mentioned by the Honourable Member, they are confiscated. Confiscated, destroyed. Yeah.